How did you learn Spanish?
Okay, I learned Spanish from my parents as a young child.
Okay.
So that's my first language.
Okay.
So I am very fluent in Spanish, having learned it at a very young age.
Okay. All right. So we'll skip that one. How does Spanish help you in your career?
Spanish helps me because in my career we speak to many diverse property owners statewide.
Mm-hmm.
So there's many people that are homeowners that don't speak English,
Right.
and so I have to be the one to interpret or to help them make sure that they are given the correct information when we go talk to them to
Okay.
acquire the property.
Okay. And how do you find yourself? Do you find yourself speaking more English or Spanish?
Definitely English.
Okay.
Although I would like to be able to speak more Spanish, but English, especially here in Austin,
Mm-hmm.
certainly English is
Right. Yeah. Probably down south more Spanish.
Yes,
Like San
absolutely.
Antonio.
Absolutely. Even when you go to the stores, they'll speak to you in Spanish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Does your whole family speak Spanish?
My my siblings all speak Spanish. My parents speak Spanish. So yes, my siblings do. My immediate family, which is my husband, my children, do not speak Spanish.
Okay.
They just have not, for whatever reason, picked it up or feel comfortable speaking it. So no, they do not speak Spanish.
Okay.
All my siblings do,
Awesome.
and we're all fluent in Spanish as well.
Awesome. Okay. How does Spanish benefit you in your work life?
It benefits me because there's not a lot of Spanish-speaking employees in my office, so we actually have a list of Spanish-speaking employees that can take a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the public comes in, you have to respond to customers, you have to respond to the public, and if you don't have anybody on staff, then you're not doing your job.
Right.
So we have to make sure we have someone that can speak and take the phone call and handle their issue, their concern. They're usually upset, so they
Mhm.
want to talk to someone, and the last thing you want to say is like, oh, well, we don't have anybody here that can speak Spanish.
Right.
They don't want to hear that. They're
Yeah.
already upset over something, so we want to make sure that we can.
So would you say it makes you kind of more valuable in a way that you can do that?
It's valuable. You know, it's value added to the company because they don't have to hire an interpreter.
Okay.
Otherwise, then we'd have to hire an interpreter on
Mhm.
top of having regular employees, and then
Right.
we have to hire somebody else, and we don't. It's just part of our job. It's part of my job, and I just do it. But that's a good point. Is that we don't get paid extra for doing it. We don't
Mhm.
get any extra credit for having or learning or speaking a second language,
Mhm.
but yet we do have to use it.
Okay, so how does Spanish benefit you in your home life? So that could be at the store, here, just anywhere outside of work.
That's interesting because I was just out picking up a birthday gift, and the clerk told the lady in Spanish, it's $5.40, and the
Mhm.
lady did not know what the clerk said.
Mm-hmm.
So a young girl about 5 years old, about my age when, back when I was young, interpreted. And so that's my role
Mm-hmm.
that I basically just take on. Anytime I hear somebody needs help, whether it's in a store, anywhere I'm at, if I hear that somebody needs a translator, I will jump in. I have no problem helping out, wherever. So I actually enjoy it, and I could see the clerk going, oh, how do I tell her it's $5.40?
Yeah.
So that helps me. It also helps me try to teach my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I try to, every once in a while, if I say something, I'll tell them, do you know how do you say that in Spanish? In Spanish, so that way they can learn. So I've tried to help them. It also helps me because my housekeeper only speaks Spanish.
Okay.
So helps me with that communication as well. And then her assistants also speak Spanish, so I gotta know it.
Yeah.
Also, when you're working with contractors,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's a building contractor, whether it's a construction contractor, whatever kind of contractor you hire, they typically speak Spanish. So you
Mhm.
better be able to communicate and have an understanding of what the job is and how they're going to do it.
All right, awesome. Well, last question. What advice do you have for students learning Spanish?
Practice, practice, practice.
Yes.
Verbally, whether it's meeting with someone to have a dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
You can join, I'm going to call it Toastmasters, but there's organizations that you can join and have conversational Spanish. There's soap operas in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be surprised how much you can pick up just by watching that.
Mm-hmm.
Commercials, you know what the commercials are
Yeah.
in English, watch it in Spanish,
Yeah.
and you'll be able to pick up some of the
Mhm.
language. But I think more than anything is find someone that you can converse with and communicate with, and that'll help you understand and get a better feel for it and feel comfortable speaking it. You have to feel comfortable. And again, you got to keep it up, because like anything else, you don't use it, you're going to lose it.
Right.
So.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Hope that answers all your questions.
It did.
And awesome. If you have
Awesome.
any others. Now, which one did we skip? Number 2?